And the live. Hmm. Hopefully technology plays well today. Welcome back to Take 10, Day 6. We are on the downhill slope, I guess. So apparently the expression is all downhill from here actually comes from like cycling racing and is like meant to be a good thing. Like, hey, it's all downhill from here. It's going to be much easier. But I feel like more often colloquially, it has become a like, it's all downhill from here, kind of like, I just thought that was interesting. Okay, so today, what are we doing today? This is the problem. I planned too many in advance, and so now I can't remember which one we're supposed to do today. Day 6. Do 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 do. Ah, yes. Ribs and hips. Great. Okay, so fun. Ooh, yes. Okay. We've played with this concept a little bit in this series so far of like letting one body part be the sort of leader and then the rest of your structure respond. Um, Yesterday we worked with like hands and feet. Today we're going to center the rib cage and the pelvis. So a little more internal versus in the extremities. So just to kind of like prime us and get some ingredients going, if you're seated right now, great, stay that way. If you're standing, also cool, you can do that. Um, Take your hands and like tap your sternum. So if you start at your collarbones, you can move down. There's a nice bony bit all the way down to the bottom of your rib cage, go as far down as you feel comfortable tapping. Really just to help your nervous system be like, ah, yes, rib cage, here it is. And then you can expand that out kind of right under the collarbones. The ribs go all the way up underneath the collarbones, right? And then if the rib cage comes down to your kind of natural waist. So if you find your waist and kind of feel around for that last rib bone, you can give yourself a little like rub and information there. That's the rib cage. So we can think about the rib cage shifting side to side. Give that a little test run. And also, obviously, we're talking about the thoracic spine because it's attached to the rib cage, or rather, the rib cage is attached to the thoracic spine. Potato, potato. The rib cage and thoracic spine can also like round, right? Kind of that like bad posture, sort of C shape, and extend or flex, if you will, for my anatomy nerds, and extend. I usually call it a forward C and a backward C because fuck anatomy, it's kind of uh, superior. What's the word I'm looking for? And then we can also make a side C. So we can have a little like whoop teapot, tip yourself over. Oh my God, that feels good today. Try that to both sides. Usually it feels very different side to side. Oh, sho. Haza vaza. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. So, as we went through those cardinal directions, if any of them was like, oh, I need to spend some more time there, feel free to spend more time there. Oh my God, I got a mosquito bite through my pants. How rude. And then we also want to play with like moving to those cardinal directions. So if we've got like, oh, right, we didn't do front and back. You can also just sort of like stick your chest out and cave it in, forward, back, right? And then we can connect those dots. So we can go forward, smooth it over to the side, smooth it around to the back, smooth it around to the other side, and come back to the front, making kind of an orbital, if you will. That usually feels really good to me. You can reverse direction, or you can sort of like punch into them, right? Forward, side, side, right? Or you can go front and back, side to side, any of these things. You can hit a diagonal. I don't know. But just like have this idea that your rib cage, your thoracic spine are the like leader. Um, and oh, right, we're doing ribs and pelvis. So for your pelvis, it's easier. Whoop, making everything shake. Hello. It's easier to do standing. You can play a little bit from seated, but same idea. Give your hips a pat. There's usually two kind of pointy bones that will stick out regardless of what kind of muscle or fat your body's carrying. The ASIS bones, if you find those, you can tap around to the side. You can also kind of touch your sacrum, that big bony bit down at the bottom of your spine. Just give yourself some information of like, ah, yes, this is my pelvis. I often give the analogy of like a giant belt buckle as an analogy for the pelvis. So that belt buckle can tilt towards your face and away from your face. These are sort of our cardinal directions for the pelvis. It can also tilt laterally, where it feels like lifting one hip and dropping the other. And then we can also just like shift, right? So we can slide to one side or the other. And then you can connect those dots smoothly. Wow, this jumpsuit is the right object for this particular day. Or you can kind of pop through the directions. Yeah. So, hi. Let me adjust this guy a little bit. So, leading with the rib cage or leading with the pelvis. At first, I'd love for you to like know who's the leader and let the rest of your body structure follow. You can change leaders as often as you like. It's usually helpful to spend a little bit of time like in one and then switch to the other so that you kind of establish what that is for your body. But then you can mix and match and or get crazy and have your ribs and your pelvis doing things at the same time if that feels fun. Remember, the point here is to play your own game that is enjoyable for you, right? Play is unself-conscious. We lose track of ourselves. We lose track of time. What? I am using the app. How dare you? Ugh. Instagram is coming for me. Okay. This is one of my favorite songs right now. And it is 3 minutes and 22 seconds. So have fun. Here we go.
We don't gotta take it slow. I'ma hit the gas if Han, you're muted.
Oh, that's not helpful. And my live cut out. Oh, what I was saying is find your way to stillness. Place a hand on your sternum and your pelvis if that feels safe enough to do. And just take a moment to tune in to what's present. What sensations are happening in your chest, in your belly, in your pelvis? How does your butt feel? How does your back feel? And there are no wrong answers when we're tuning in for sensation. It's simply a practice of gathering information. Hmm. And when you're ready, you can bring yourself back to our shared space on the screen. I may or may not have captured anything via the IG Live because Meta is trolling me, whatever. But we're here. We're going to turn off the Zoom recording as well. So if you time traveled to do this, yay! So happy you were here in the way that you could be.